Yes, yes. Once again, we're here on InYaChest. I'm Horace, the answer, aka the Black Opal. This is my best friend here, Steven, the man, the real deal, the solution. We are in the Coral Springs studios. Got another interesting topic that someone is sending in today.
Sent in, yep. Apparently, this brother didn't graduate school, but he met a young lady. You know, they want to get to education. She's of higher learning. She graduated with her bachelor's degree, and I guess after she discovered he didn't at least graduate from school, she turned her nose and basically got lost. So basically, the question is: do educated women do not prefer to settle with men that are not equivalent in education or higher?
Well, I think if the guy that sounds like the guy probably lied to her, or it could be like something that where they were only talking for a couple of weeks.
Well, he just wants to know, but maybe he could have lied in that situation. I'm wondering realistically, like, do women really of higher learning really don't mind dating guys that's not on the same education?
I think it's like this. It really depends on the woman or the person that's had the higher education. It's
guy. It sounds me crazy, but I believe a guy with a higher learning will date.
That's true.
And I believe any guy with higher income would date anybody with a lower income.
That's true.
But let's just flip the table.
We talked about that before. That's true.
A woman with higher income won't really mess with a guy with lower income.
Yeah, it's up in the air.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's a woman with a master's degree, would she settle for date a guy that maybe didn't get past high school with a GED.
You better have a nice smile. Cause that's up in the air when it comes to on the woman's side. That's true.
Even if she does date him, would she look at him like not the same respect, but not respect, but not the same
that'd be peer pressure. That's when the peer pressure kicks in from her friends, her family, not necessarily her.
Her tone, the way she talks to him. If he's not really strong man and holds his ground, she may even talk to him differently.
That naturally happens also when a man that makes the more money than a woman. That naturally happens too. That's not just necessarily.
So in this case here, she's earning more money and a higher education, and he's on the exact opposite of the scale.
So they basically saying Whitney used to Bobby Brown. That's what you're saying.
But Bobby Brown was already had his.
Well, he was broke when he was with Whitney.
Yeah, but when he first started with Whitney, he had his income. That's like the initiation. Because once you fall in love, all this stuff doesn't matter. We're talking about the initiation process. And once you fall in love, you can lose a leg. That person's gonna be there. So I'm talking about in the incubate stage.
It really depends though on the person, man. For the woman's side, she gotta really like the guy. Cause if a woman likes the guy and she already know that he don't really have much to offer to bring to the table, it's more emotional with her. It's more like she actually loves the guy. She sees the potential that he can bring in the future. So
women should give a guy. Women should date or give a man a chance based on their potential. Not their present status.
I'm not saying that's what they should do, but that's what they do.
So they do date men based on their current status or their potential?
Both, depending on the woman. Depending on the woman. Because some women don't really...
So basically it's okay for them to look to date people that's going somewhere, but not somebody that's happy and content with themselves.
The thing about it though, Steve, is that when you actually find somebody... When you have somebody that makes a lot of money or that's a higher learning, it's hard for them to be attracted to someone that's up there with them because they really might not find them as attractive. They might not, or that person might already have somebody already. So they basically kind of settling after a while. You know what I mean? Basically kind of settling. So it's a toss up, man, because you really can't just okay, that's what I'm going for. That's what I see. That's what I'm going to get. Because if it's not available, then you can't really get it. So that's why most of the time it's all about availability.
So they're selling the...
But that's the thing, the guys that's making the money, they don't really give a rat's ass because then it's widespread.
Right.
You making money, not making money, it's fine. It's all right, baby. But a girl, she feel like it's more to her for her to lose. So availability, I can't really date this guy because he's making money, but he has a family. He's taking this guy to make so much, but he has potential.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. They actually deal with the guys that have potential most of the time than a guy that just...
Is it kind of selfish for a woman to kind of take on a guy because they can see themselves as structuring him towards the future. So aren't you kind of looking out for your own?
That happens all the time.
No, I'm saying I know we can't look out for your own means. Like, you know what? Since he's going somewhere, I think I'm going to make this work.
You know what?
Besides just saying, you know what? I love him. He's a great guy. You're like, you know what? He's got potential.
You know what? But what's wrong with that?
I say what's wrong with it, but I'm just saying that it kind of comes off like, you know what? I'm going to adopt me a dog today, but I think that dog is going to be a good breeder. It'd be an extra plus.
What's wrong with that? You give the person a chance. You know, another person didn't give you a chance. They gave you a chance. Now use that chance and use that opportunity for the person to give you a chance, and with the little push that you always wanted, and become that person. So it just comes off bad when they try to really actually overtake the whole situation and becoming the person that try to control you. Then, you know what I'm saying? Indirectly. I don't think you should do that. You should do this. And I don't appreciate that. I don't really like that. You know? But basically you gotta do that though, because you already gave them that push, now you gotta direct them.
So what's wrong with just accepting people for making you happy at that moment in time? And then that they can sustain themselves. Not looking at, you know what? He's very talented, he can be a great musician one day. Or no.
Make you happy is one completely different aspect.
I'm saying they can make you happy and sustain their own. In other words, they're not imposing on your life financially. They're just kind of beneficial as far as happiness.
That happens for a while until your pockets start to realize that, man, 80% of the time I'm spending.
But that's what I'm saying. But if they can sustain themselves financially, what about that? Can that work? I mean, as far as this okay. Let's say you have this young lady right here. Okay. She's earning, substantial money, 72 G's a year, okay? Your hours get cut, you lose your job, or maybe they cut you down to 27 grand a year, okay? But you love what you do, okay? And you know what? Maybe if you try hard enough, you can go get back to another money doing something you don't like, but you like what you do. So does that make you less potential because you're content and happy, and you can actually, you're not living out of your car. You're living just at your means, and you're happy. Yeah. So in her eyes, does it look like, okay, so you're not a pusher, you're not a go-getter, and that devalues you? That devalues you?
I see that happen a lot, though. You know what's funny? The person who's content with themselves, they're happy. They're fine with it. But the other person is like, man, you can do better.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you go back to school? Yeah. So yeah, they kind of You're right. You're right about that. That's what I'm saying. The other person usually naturally try to take control of the situation.
You know my father, okay? My father and his ex-wife. He had a pretty, predominantly decent business. His economy changed. His business, he started making less than 30 a year, but he was happy with it, content. But not his wife. Not his wife. So and this is the same people that have been together for 13 years. Suddenly it changed. So it doesn't matter, like treating your head like, damn, what was our love based on from the beginning? Was it based on the comfort zone of financial accessibility to the lavish things in life? Or was it based on we complement each other emotionally, mentally, and spiritually?
The number one cause of a divorce, finance. Number one.
So basically,
people, you know what? People need to stop saying they love each other. Stop that. Stop saying you love each other. Stop it. Okay? You love everybody that actually cares about you. Okay? It just depends on when are you going to say it or how are you going to show it. So stop saying you love each other.
Okay. So
stop it. Don't tell me you love me.
To wrap it up really quickly, I do think there are some ladies out there that kind of have a wall up just because you don't have the credentials to begin with. So they'll never really get a chance to find out what great of a guy you are just because of your educational level or financial lacking.
I don't blame them though.
I understand I don't blame them because no one doesn't want to put themselves in a rut. Somebody could pull them down there. But I kind of think that we steered off the true meaning of life, true meaning of finding a soulmate. But anyways, I'm Steve. I'm going to sign out that note with the solution and Horace and his fabricated answers. And if you want to send any questions or anything else you want to add to the video, InYaChest.com, the website, YouTube, and Twitter. All right, we're signing out.